takes a ball low. Paul Chandler played umpire. Todd Waters at third and Joe Stegner at first. Same crew that worked the previous series. Pitch on the way, and that's in for a call strike. 1-1. This crew will finish the half here. Here's the 1-1. Swung on. Line to left, a base hit. A one-hopper past Brown. And through the left side, and Callaspo opens the game with a single to left. Here's Tommy Murphy, switch hitter.
Of course, it's still a real test since the Travelers are seeing Davey for the second time around. They're trying to adjust from last week when they first saw him in Little Rock, so let's see what happens. And so far, they've been off to a good start.
Murphy, a .280 hitter. Throw to first, and Callaspo is back. John Lindsey working the bag at first tonight. Gandolfo at second, Menchaca at short, Brown at third. Choo, DeLucchi, Guerrero in the outfield left to right. Pitch on the way, and that's a ball high, ball one. Well, for Davey, he should find this park to his liking. He was almost here in the year 2000. And the Missions are 2001. First year with Seattle. There's a strike on the inside corner. Davey was slated for Double-A, and then the affiliation switch. He ended up in Jacksonville playing for John Shoemaker. I think they may have won it that year. Either that year or the following. Throw to first. Davey, a huge admirer of fellow Canadian Eric Gagne. And he watches pitchers work, and there's a pop-up on the infield. Under this one is Brown, and now Menchaca, and Menchaca makes the play right in front of the mound. Notice how Davey cleared out. He didn't want any part of that, and he let his infielders take charge. And that's really the proper way to do it, although he could have probably easily handled that play himself. But he cleared away and let Menchaca do his job for the first out here in the top of the first inning. And here's Gorneault. The pitch. And it's a breaking ball strike. That one had a big dip on it right at the end. He wore Gorneault out in that game back on the 11th. I recall he got him on strikes. Well, he got him twice. There's a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Struck him out twice and got him on a fly ball to center. McPherson, the next hitter, also went down twice against Davey, but did homer his last time up against Phillip. The pitch. Swung on a fly ball into on the right side, shallow part of the infield, and back to make the play on it, Gandolfo. And a lazy pop-up to second, and here's McPherson. Well, here's the reason many of you are out tonight, perhaps. McPherson, the closest thing, I would think, to a league poster boy right now, with his 8 homers in 7 games. The pitch to him, a swung on and slash foul up the first baseline, out of play. One of the disadvantages of minor league baseball, and from an ownership standpoint, you don't get to sell the player because there's not that much familiarity. From year to year, players come and go. As opposed to the big leagues, if you're San Francisco, you sell half your tickets in the name of Barry Bonds. But here's a crowd please. Here's a guy that you pay to see play right here. DB ready. Throw to first. Runner back. From all the media reports, what we've said about him and what you've read in the newspaper, seen online, this guy is the real deal. This is likely his last series as a Texas Leaguer. Throw to first. He is almost certain to be called up to AAA Salt Lake City at the All-Star break. Where's number 8 across the back of that road gray? Inside and high, and it hit him. It's skipped across the uniform top on his right below his right shoulder. And McPherson has a free trip to first.
I mean, his assault on Texas League pitching has been amazing, Roy. We discussed this during the pregame because against the Missions in Little Rock last week, he had 5 home runs.
5, yeah.
And 3 against Round Rock.
Unbelievable. That's 8 in 7 days if you keep the man. Here's Mathis. Well, Davey wasn't going to let him park one tonight, not in his first time up anyway. He pitched him inside, tried to jam him, and got a little too tight in on him and hit him.
That Jay Justin fella might be rolling in his grave because of McPherson.
Pitch high and away. Who?
Remember on this date instead of Missions history, Texas League history, guy with Corsicana with the 8 straight home runs, 8 at-bats.
Oh, true. Yeah, that was...
I mean, McPherson is the closest guy that can be capable of doing that.
Throw to second. It got past Gandolfo into center field. That'll be a throwing error on Davey as he tried to pick off Callaspo, and he threw it away.
Yeah, it was not a good throw at all, and Rob never got in position for that one. He almost had his feet buckle underneath him when he tried to reverse gear. It just went behind Gandolfo toward the right side of the bag at second into right center field, and the runners move up.
So a 1-0 count on Mathis. Davey delivers, swung on, a broken bat, base hit to left field. Up with it is Choo in left, throw to the plate, and McPherson scores right behind Callaspo. A broken bat, base hit off the bat of Mathis. And it's 2-0 Arkansas here in the top of the first inning.
Would have been only 1 run had it not been for the arrow, but you can't really fault Davey that time. He jammed Mathis and just broke his bat and still had enough strength to get the ball in the left field. Choo with a good drive in an effort to get McPherson, but the throw was a tad late. It was on the fly to Christensen, but McPherson beats the throw at home.
Really, the ball was not hit sharply enough to get to Choo to give him a chance to make the play. That's a strike on Gomez.
Yep, nothing he could do.
You got to give Mathis credit for muscling that ball into the outfield. Here's the pitch. That's in for a strike, and it's 0-2 on Gomez. Right-handed batter. For Mathis, RBIs numbers 35 and 36 on the year. And that puts him a distant third on the Traveler Club. Swung on a pop-up back behind the bag at first, and foul ground. Lindsey over, and he makes the catch in front of the Traveler bullpen for the out. So Arkansas gets 2 runs on 2 base hits, an error, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the first. Missions coming up. This is Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
There's a dream that lies in your heart to tell you you're one of a kind. This is your time, just for you. Rise up, be strong. Originality lasts a whole lot long. Nothing's better. Dr. Pepper
Saws presents Extreme Water Savers. Anna Jones, a woman who'd walk a mile to turn off a sprinkler.
You don't have to go to extremes to save water. Just do the simple stuff, like landscape your yard with low water use plants, so you can make a difference without getting extreme. For more tips or to learn about great water-saving rebates, contact SAWS at 704-SAWS. Our water, our future.
Hi, this is Ron Renicky of the Anaheim Angels. This is the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, for the Missions in the bottom of the first inning, DeLucchi will lead it off against Bittner, then Brown, then Choo. Dustin trying to break a hitless streak. Average down to 310. 0 for his last 17, but over a 14-game stretch, he's had 17 walks. So it's not like DeLucchi's not been getting on base. Everything has been via the walk. Bittner delivers, and that's down low, inside ball one.
Boy, 17 when it comes to numbers. 17 walks in the last 14 games, but 0 for his last 17.
Yeah, it's an odd, tricky number deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0, and that's in for a call strike. 1-1.
You and I discussed during between innings, I didn't really think it looked that bad of an inning for Deavy. I mean, 3 pop-ups and then that broken bat single, nothing you could do about that, but I thought he still looked impressive.
Here's the pitch, swung on, lifted in the air, and it's going to slice foul out of play down the left field line. You're right, anytime you get a blue pit on a broken bat, things are just breaking your way. That's all there is to it. This is a game of ups and downs and elation and disappointment. Bittner delivers 1-2, and it's low and away for 2-2. Jared Thomas, put it best, I think, when he talked to you a couple of weeks ago. It's a game with a lot of heartache and a lot of disappointment in it. You got to be able to deal with that. There's a ground ball right side. Over is Rodriguez. Throw to first in time. Avi Rodriguez filled the hole and threw out DeLucchi 4-3. You figure a hitter can be successful only 3 out of 10 times and be considered a star. It is a game that's always measuring one's psyche and how you deal with the peaks and valleys. Here's Brown, and he slices one out of play right side. You take Brown, for example. Another 2 feet to the right, and Brown comes in today on top of the world. That's how close he was to hitting a game-tying home run last night in the bottom of the 9th inning. Strike on the inside corner. A pitch later, he would be called out on strikes. But it's a very unforgiving battle day to day. You've got to be strong to play this game, both physically and mentally. Fouled back, 0-2 on Brown, stays right there.
I read about an article at the yard, typical of a pro player making the adjustment from amateur ball to pro ball. You just have to grind it out because every 3 or 4 days he would see a good pitcher in high school or college ball.
And a ball low.
Every night you see somebody who's very, very good because all these guys we see on the ball field and in the dugouts, Roy, they were the best athletes as far as their high school or college was concerned. So the best playing against the best. And Chris pointed out, Puglowski, it's now a man's game and not a boy's game anymore at this level.
1-2 pitch, swung on, a broken bat, soft roller to second. Rodriguez up with it, flips to first, and Brown is out. Busy night for Rodriguez early on. having made both of the innings plays out there at second base. He wasn't with them when we were at Ray Winder, or perhaps he had joined them the last day and didn't play. But they released
Justin Turner.
Justin Turner
was only hitting about $185.
And Rodriguez stepped right into the lineup. Here's Choo. Shin-Soo takes it low, a ball.
Yeah, he got sent down from AAA Salt Lake of the PCL to take the place of Turner.
Here's the 1-0 to Choo, and a swung on a drive, hooking foul deep to right. Shin-Soo has cooled off a little bit on this homestand. He's 2 out of 13. But still hitting over 360 over 11 games. There's a ball high for Choo. 2-1 to count on him.
He's made some good throws from home plate even when he hasn't gotten a runner. I mean, I like his throws on the money.
Strike on the inside corner. Well, he's a marvelous player. The sky's the limit for Shin-Soo because he has all the tools. The glove, the speed, the bat, quickness. 2-2 pitch, low, ball 3.
I mean, in Korea, you don't see too many real brilliant players compared to the States, but boy, he's been a great find for Seattle.
3-2 pitch. Swung on, slice left side, out of play. Well, if he's not a 5-star prospect, he's a 4.5. Probably the only area would be his sheer power, and he can go deep. He can hit the home run for you. But he's not big in stature. You don't look at Choo and think about home runs that much. It's a foul ball off the plate. It's still at 3-2.
He's an on-base kind of guy, a consistent hitter type of guy, a 290 type of hitter, and that's something he should keep in mind before the power.
3-2 pitch. It's low. He walked in. So Choo, with a good eye, draws a 2-out walk.
I mean, he'll get the home run now and then, of course, but again, he mustn't try to go beyond his capabilities, which are unlimited, but just to stay with himself, do the things that got him signed by Seattle, and not try to be Superman out there, which he tries not to be, but he has shown he can be.
With that Asian heritage, too, he and Ichiro someday are going to make quite a pair in the outfield.
Oh, yes.
One on each corner. Here's Lindsey. And this box office there, boy. That's a great market for the Asian players anyway, Seattle. That's the port of entry for many that come over from the Orient. It's a ball low to Lindsey. Right-handed batter, slightly open stance. The pitch by Bittner is down low and inside, 2-0.
Of course, everybody thought Hideki Matsui would be Godzilla and hit a home run like Babe Ruth. He hasn't done it, but he has shown he can play every facet of the game the way you're supposed to be as a major leaguer, and he's done that.
2-0 on Lindsey. The pitch. Swung on. Slice foul the other way. Right side, out of play, 2-1.
All those men from the Orient, when it comes to ball players and athletes, they seem to have one thing. They have a passion for the game. They love playing the game, and they are proud of their own talents, and they work hard. They have great work ethic. I don't know what it is, but they developed a strong work ethic, but again, a desire to play even more importantly.
Throw to first. Choo back. Seattle's scouting department does a tremendous job on an international level. Swung on. Lindsey belts one to deep right center field. This one is all the way to the warning track, and there to make the play is Gorneault in deep right center. And Lindsey and the Missions are gone without a run in the bottom of the first. at the end of one. Arkansas 2 and the Missions nothing. Missions baseball on 680 KKYX.
Does paying your bills the old-fashioned way have you ready to throw in the towel? Are you looking to change the way you control your finances without breaking your budget? Now you can. At Security Service Federal Credit Union, open any checking account with direct deposit and get free bill pay. Save time and money by paying your bills online anytime with Bill Pay, the ultimate money management tool. Security Service Bill Pay will change the way you look at paying bills forever. Want to learn more? Go online at www.ssfcu.org and give Bill Pay a test drive. Security Service Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Take a double meat Whataburger and top it off with a heaping helping of A1 thick and hearty sauce. Load it up with crispy bacon, American cheese, a pile of grilled onions, and serve it all on a big toasted bun, and you've got yourself an A1 thick and hearty burger. I don't know if there's a Hamburger Hall of Fame, but right now might be a good time to start one up.
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
Step up to the plate to find your next home with the Lind Company and the San Antonio Missions. The San Antonio Missions are #1, and so is the Lind Company, the official home of the Texas Champions. The Lind Company manages over 50 properties with rents as low as $264 to $1,250. Why strike out when you can hit a home run with the Lind Company? Visit our interactive website at thelindco.com, spelled L-Y-N-D, or give us a call at 798-RENT at 798-7368.
Hi, this is Edgar Martinez. You're listening to San Antonio Mission Baseball.
Javi Rodriguez will lead it off for Arkansas in the top of the second. Mike Elward and Carlos Duncan to follow. Anaheim, since they made their presence in Little Rock, have given Bill Valentine and that group pretty good ball clubs. They won the title in '91. They've had a contending team every year since they've been in Arkansas. Callaspo, Rodriguez leads off here in the top of the second. Swings and chops one over the mound towards short. Menchaca in. He pumps, and then the ball pops out of his hand as he tried to make a play, and that's probably going to go as a hit.
Yep.
And it does.
Yeah, he had to hustle in, and just the best thing that the ball could do was get right at the tip of his mitt, but not completely in, and Eddie knew he had to hurry, and just simply couldn't hang on to it, and Rodriguez reaches on that infield single.
Well, he can run pretty well, and he simply legged that one out. Eddie knew he had to make a hurry play on it. Here is Elward. A ball high and away.
Hardly a hard-hit ball, and I'm sure the Travelers are still trying to figure out and asking themselves, how can I hit against this guy since he doesn't throw very hard? Because of the fact that he doesn't throw hard, he's gotten this team off balance. They haven't had too many good swings.
That's a ball high. 2-0 on Elward. Arkansas is a long ball hitting outfit. They're on a pace to hit 130-plus homers this year. They got 63 as we head for the All-Star break. As opposed to 48 for the Missions. There goes the runner. Swung on. Base hit. Right field. The runner, Rodriguez, got deked by Menchaca and slid into second base. Boy, what a deke job Menchaca put on him. On that little flare to right. If he's looking at his coach, he's going to be standing at third right now. But Menchaca put a deke on Rodriguez that was unbelievable. And he ends up sliding into second base on a ball that was into right field for a hit. on the hit and run of all things.
What's doubly unbelievable, Roy, is that ball really actually still hit the infield dirt, but Rob Gandolfo was playing up the middle just in case, with Rodriguez going to second base. And had he been playing more toward his natural position, either he would have caught that ball or had a chance to field it. But, I mean, it was just a little dinker. And, again, just a lot of hits that are just falling into place for Arkansas. And you really can't fault Devious. Scott Butler went out to have a word with him. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, go figure this game out sometimes, like you said.
Rodriguez is talking to Menchaca, basically saying, well, you got me on that one.
You know who used to pull that well? Ron Hansen of the White Sox and Senators. Remember, with his hidden ball tricks or what have you, deking the runner?
It's as old as the game itself. There's a chopper foul off the bat of Duncan, 0-1.
But Ron Hansen used to be a master of pulling that kind of stuff 2 years ago.
So Phil Davey has not had things really go his way yet tonight. And as Stu mentioned, it's not like the Travelers are knocking him around. Pitch on the way is fouled off, and it's 0-2 on Duncan.
Not to take anything away from the Travelers, but they have had more luck than they've had actual contact or skill here.
Arkansas with a 2-0 lead. Ty Boykin over in the coaching box at third. DB ready. The pitch on the way. Swung on a pop-up on the right side. Foul ground. Lindsey over. Leans in. Can't make room to get that one. Out of play. Count stays at 0-2 on Duncan. Throw to second. Menchaca sneaking in behind the runner, Rodriguez. And now Christensen out to the mound to talk to Deavy. Deavy's been around the game long enough to know about checking off and going to an alternate set of signs. And that's what they're doing here with Rodriguez at second base, trying to steal one for Duncan at the plate. There goes the runner. Swung on, line to left. That's down for a base hit in the corner. This may score both runners. Aylward in to score. Here comes Rodriguez. The throw to the plate is not in time. Ball gets away. Backed up by Deavy. A strong relay throw by Menchaca made a close play on Rodriguez, or Aylward, but he still scored standing up. And Duncan is in with a double. And 2 RBIs. As he pulled that one over the bag at third and into the left field corner with both runners going. As Boykin picked the time to put him in motion. Down low inside to Callaspo, and it's ball 1.
And finally, a hard-hit ball off Deavy for the first time tonight. And that was a mistake. He got it up a bit, and Duncan just drilled it.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on, fly ball. Center field. DeLucchi under it. The tag, the throw to third, and a perfect throw, and the runner, Duncan, was not going. F8. Boy, DeLucchi put a one-hopper right on the chest of Brown at third. One gone for Tommy Murphy. 4-0 Travelers. We are early. Top of the second. A bunt, push foul to third. Rolls foul immediately. 0-1.
Boy, a chopper, a little looper, although a hard hit ball by Duncan. 2 runs coming in.
Oh, and 1 on Murphy. DB ready. The pitch. Ball down low inside. 1-1. Outfield straight away on Murphy. A 280 hitter with good speed. The pitch on the way, and that's in for a call strike. 1-2.
Arkansas being in a very precarious situation. You pointed out magic number for them to be eliminated is 1, so they know they can't afford to lose at all, but they can't control what's going on up in Round Rock where Frisco's playing, and of course keep in mind the other teams as well.
Actually, Tulsa at home today. Here's the pitch, and a ball just missed inside.
Yep, Tulsa is playing Midland tonight, and El Paso has gone to Wichita.
Tulsa definitely in the driver's seat. If they split their series with Midland, they're in. 2-2 pitch, fouled off. Two pitch, ball outside. Tulsa has played 1 fewer game than the other than Frisco. Three-two pitch, fly ball left field. Under it is Choo. Now he lost it. Now he found it again. Choo fought the sun, that setting sun, and then located the ball and was still able to sprint in and make the play in shallow left for the second out.
Luckily for him, it was hit very high in the air, so Choo had some time to get to that ball. If it was a looper line drive, it could have been trouble.
You know, oddly looking at this Eastern schedule, there's something really bizarre about those 4 clubs. Frisco trailing by a game and a half. Strike on the inside corner. 0-1 on Gorneault. Frisco, the only club over there that's played their full complement of games. Tulsa and Wichita and Arkansas are all a game short. And a ball inside. Am I looking at that right?
Actually, Wichita and Tulsa played 65 games. And so has Arkansas. Yeah, Frisco's the only team that's played 1 more.
36, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's the normal complement of games. That's the full schedule. So that accounts for that half-game difference in Frisco's game behind column. I mentioned if Tulsa splits. Actually, it's not true. If Tulsa were to split, they would end up 37-32. That's a ball inside. And if Frisco were to win out, they would end up 38-32, and they would win it. So Tulsa needs more than a mere split to sew it up over there. And a call strike. And it's 2-2 on Gorneault. Two out in the inning. And Duncan at second. Levy ready. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Got him with that changeup. That's Davies' first strikeout tonight. A Chef Boyardee K for Kids. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Arkansas out early tonight. They lead the Missions 4-0 after an inning and a half. And we're back after this on KKYX.
The best of the best summer sales drive has balloon savings on Texas Edition Tundras to $4,000 total at your Toyota Town dealers.
Get to Alamo Toyota right now out by the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get $3,000 rebates on Tundra plus $1,000 in value package savings.
Save $4,000 total today at Cavender Toyota near the Northwest Loop 410 and Bandera. The keys are ready.
This Tundra's crawling with extra features, chrome wheels and running boards, stainless steel exhaust tip, custom carpet mats, and Texas Edition badging.
Near I-35 exit O'Connor. See the team at Universal Toyota for giant savings.
Save $2,500 total on pre-runner extra cabs with Texas Edition packages.
0% financing in effect on Tundras, access cab, and regular cab.
But you've got to act now. Hurry to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at Toyota.com and get to your Toyota Town dealers today.
Get the feeling. Toyota. Rebate from GMS, GST, and TDA on access cab Tundra SR5V8 with Texas Edition package and 7162, 7164 free runners with Texas Edition package and 7604 offers mutually exclusive and free credit offers may vary by region.
You're rounding third, and they're sending you home, but not without some delicious chicken from Church's. Whether it's a solo shot or a grand slam, Church's Chicken will make sure you got what everyone wants when you touch home. Go by Church's today and pick up 12 big juicy pieces of chicken for only $7.99. Marinated from inside out with their own blend of seasoning. This is what real chicken is all about. Or how about 3 big juicy pieces plus some fries for just $2.49? For $2.49, that's one mighty good meal. Church's, offer plus tax for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Hi, this is Mickey Hatcher of the Anaheim Angels. This is Texas League Baseball on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Let's see if the Missions can get something going against Bittner, trailing 4-0. Ryan Christensen leads off here in the bottom of the second inning. Takes a call strike from Bittner, 0-1. Christensen, Balf, and Guerrero up against Bittner here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Swung on a chopper to third. To his left, Gomez has it, sets and throws in time to get Christensen. And 1 gone here in the bottom of 2. Here's Ryan Balf coming off his second stint on the DL this year with that sore right shoulder. Switch hitting off the right side. Takes a call strike on the outside corner, 0-1. And a ball missing wide. Balf now makes his home in Vero Beach, Florida. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Balf.
A lot of your former colleagues who used to be part of the Missions training down in Vero Beach. For many years, the Dodgers spring training home, both major and minor league.
Pitch on the way is fouled off, right side.
I often kept wondering why the Dodgers still remained east while some of the West Coast teams will go out to Arizona, but they have something special there in Vero Beach.
There was rumors they were going to leave there a couple of years back, but the city of Vero Beach really saved it. They've got such a good deal there, they'll probably never leave. Swing and a miss, and Balf is down on strikes. I mean, Vero Beach is Dodger Town. Here is Christian Guerrero. Four to nothing. Arkansas leads. Play in the bottom of the second. Bittner delivers, and Guerrero takes it in for a call strike. pitch to Christian, missing away, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded sharply to second. Avi Gonzalez to his right. Gloves it. Flip to first. In time for the third out. And the Missions go quietly again. 1, 2, 3 in the second. We head for the top of the third. 4-0 Travelers. We're back after this on KKYX.
Picture yourself at Wolf Stadium cheering on the Missions with a delicious hot dog in one hand served on a fresh Mrs. Baird's bun and an ice-cold soft drink in the other. Stop dreaming and start looking for Mrs. Baird's Grand Slam Deal coupon in specially marked Mrs. Baird's hot dog and hamburger bun packages. We're talking 4 tickets, 4 small soft drinks, and 4 regular hot dogs with a total savings of $10. Mrs. Baird's, Texas-born, Texas-bred. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. Look for details on package.
Kids just can't get enough of that great Chef Boyardee taste. Tender pasta filled with hearty beef that's covered in the chef's famous tomato sauce is the perfect recipe for mealtime fun. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Next time you're at H-E-B or Sun Harvest, ask for Buddy's Natural Chicken, and you'll taste the natural difference. Buddy's Natural Chicken is locally grown and distributed statewide from Gonzales, Texas. Fed on an all-natural vegetable diet, are not fed any animal byproducts or animal fats, are not fed antibiotics, and are USDA inspected with no artificial ingredients or preservatives added. All this is unique to conventional chicken and results in a chicken with superior flavor. Taste the natural difference. Just the goodness of nature's own ingredients. Ask for Buddy's Natural Chicken at H-E-B or Sun Harvest Grocery Store.
Hi, this is Missions President Burl Yarbrough. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
This is our Texas Insurance Scoreboard third as Dallas McPherson makes his way to the batter's box. The league's most exciting individual player this year. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I mean, America loves a home run hitter. And McPherson has hit 20, and we're approaching the halfway point in the Texas League. He's on a pace to hit 40 plus. The pitch inside at the letters, ball 1.
I'd still got to put Choo pretty close to McPherson, although he doesn't have the power numbers, but everything else he does, as we pointed out. 2 of the best in the league tonight, no doubt.
Here's the pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. I mean, 20 bombs, 67 RBIs. It's hitting .325. Swings and grounds 1 foul up the first base line. Problem is, the Angels can't find a position for him.
Well, we pointed out before, being that the Angels are an American League club, they can always have a pretty good left-handed hitting DH in their lineup to go along with the guys they have at Salmon and Anderson and Erstad.
Ball outside. 2-2 on Dallas. Outfield plays him straight away. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Devey pulled the string on a breaking ball. And McPherson was out in front. Eight homers in his last 7 games. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Got him. Breaking ball away. And McPherson has gone on strikes. Well, Devey took care of him then. Here is Jeff Mathis. He had a back-breaking hit in the first inning. A 2-out single that brought home a pair of runs. takes it low and inside, ball one.
Didn't you have John Jaha when he was with El Paso when the Brewers had him? He tore up the league one year.
Oh, did he ever. 1992. Ball high and away. Jaha, and it wasn't just Jaha. Jim Tatum.
And Piazza, yep.
Well, I mean on El Paso's club.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, yep.
Dave Nielsen was on that team. 2-0 pitch. Popped up and back, out of play. But Jaha was their poster boy, no doubt. It was amazing to see that team swing the bat. I think they won it all that year. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2 on Mathis.
Yep, during that Jim Paul era when El Paso was like a gold mine, not only at Dudley Field, but eventually at Cohen Stadium. In fact, Cohen Stadium had already opened up.
Yeah, that was their first year at 92. And a ball wide. That was Jaha's first and only season there. He couldn't stay healthy in the big leagues. He may have been a long-time major leaguer, but could not avoid the injuries. That's a pop-up on the infield. Christensen in front of the plate and makes the catch on the pop-up to make it 2 away. Lindsey came down the line, and Lindsey slid to the feet of Christensen. In case he dropped that thing, he was going to be there to try to help him out. But R.C., cool and calm, made the catch 1 foot in front of home plate on a mile-high pop-up. Gomez swings and launches one deep to left. That ball is hit hard but foul.
Well, you think of Christensen and Lindsey, a couple of heavyweights. You're talking about a combined something like 415 pounds. So if they would have collided together,
Here's the 0-1 and low and in.
It'd be almost like an offensive lineman and defensive lineman going at it at practice in football had they collided.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Swung through a changeup. And it's 1-2 on Gomez. Deebe, a field pitcher, is now retired 5 in a row. That's low and in. But the start hurt him. 4 early runs that put Deebe in a big hole, 4-0. Phillip ready, kicking the pitch. Swung on, blooped into left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. And DeLucchi's on to pick it up in left center field. That's the 6th hit allowed by Phil Deebe tonight. And here's Avi Rodriguez.
Except for Duncan's hard-hit double. I mean, it's either been a looper or a pop-up. I mean, it's just a very unique and strange sequence of events for Arkansas.
Avi Rodriguez had the base hit that started their 2-run second. Takes a strike. That was on a chopper over the mound that Menchaca came in and was not quite able to field. And that opened things up. Swung on, popped up. Lindsey outside the bag at first, and he's got it for the out. So Deebe has a scoreless third, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Mission still looking for their first hit. We'll be back after this on KKYX.
same old day with a song of passion from the heart. And everyone could tell Anna Gabrielle was an original from the start. The taste of Ghost Pepper, the taste of originality, salutes individuality, and gives life a personality. You do what you do. Be you, nothing's better, Ghost Pepper. Be you, do what you do. Be you, nothing's better, Ghost Pepper.
Saws presents Extreme Water Savers. Anna Jones, a woman who'd walk a mile to turn off a sprinkler.
You don't have to go to extremes to save water. Just do the simple stuff, like landscape your yard with low water use plants, so you can make a difference without getting extreme. For more tips or to learn about great water saving rebates, contact SAWS at 704-SAWS. Our water, our future.
Hello, this is Dave Niehaus, voice of the Seattle Mariners, and this is Texas League Baseball on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, Bittner's been in the rocking chair so far tonight. He's retired 6 of 7 missions to face him with a walk, the only blemish. 33 pitches in 2 innings, and he faces Gandolfo here in the third. And Rob takes it low, ball 1. Missions down by 4 early, ball low, 2-0. The Missions have been a come-from-behind team, not by choice this year, by circumstance. Swung on and fouled off. It's because of the inconsistency in the pitching. The Missions have found themselves behind early often this year, and have come back to win, 7 games after trailing at the end of 6. There's a ball low, 3-1.
But they've had their share, no doubt.
I think that's the number, 6 or 7. 7. And they only did that 7 times all of last year. There's ball 4 high, and Gandolfo is on with a lead walk. Texas Insurance Scoreboard third, brought to you by TIA, the agency with service as big as its name. Say hi to Michael Grossman tonight. He's a group and company, he's a group specialist. Does a great job. He's in charge of the missions group plan out here at the Wolf. We're proud partners with TIA. 0-1, they count on Menchaca. Takes a strike. The pitch to Eddie, swing and a miss, swung through a changeup. Kansas City, Atlanta, 3-1 Braves in the 5th. Florida leads the White Sox 4-0 in the 8th. Montreal 4, Minnesota 1 in the 7th. A rain delay in Philadelphia. Detroit and the Phillies are not going to go probably. That's a ball low. Pittsburgh leads Anaheim 5-2 in the 6th at home. Cincinnati 3, Texas 2 in the 6th. Indians lead the Mets at Shea 3-1 in the 6th. Milwaukee has scored in the 1st to lead the M's 1-0 in the 1st inning. Ball low inside. St. Louis 3, Oakland 0 in the 3rd. Red Sox, Colorado not yet underway, nor are the Yankees in Arizona. Later, Tampa Bay at San Diego. L.A. hosting Baltimore, and San Francisco against Toronto. 2-2 count. Pitch on the way, grounded, 1 hop to second. Could be 2. Short 1 on to first. Wide throw, safe. Pull the runner off, no error, charged to Callaspo. Menchaca fortunate to reach on the back end of that attempted double play. It went Rodriguez to Callaspo for the force. But Alberto's throw was wide to first, and here's DeLucchi.
Boy, I remember thinking the first time I ever saw a World Series, 1966, the Orioles and the Dodgers, and everybody thought with Drysdale and Koufax that the young Oriole team, when they had the Bunkers, the McNallys, and the Palmers, when they were just 22, 23 years old, and look what they did, swept in 4 straight.
Yeah,
Mo Drabowski, though, was in the act, too.
They sure did. Swung on. DeLucchi slices one foul to left. That was a pretty boring World Series, honestly. But a very well-pitched one.
Yep, Frank Robinson, the Triple Crown winner, had a big home run in Baltimore. And astonishingly enough, when Willie Davis, in 1 inning, dropping 2 fly balls in center field. I couldn't believe that.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to DeLucchi. I don't suppose it was so boring if you were an Orioles fan.
No.
But you're right.
But the Dodgers were looking for their 3rd World Series crown in 4 years, and Baltimore had been there 13 seasons already, and the fans were hungry in Baltimore, and they got a World Championship, and then they started that dynasty that they had for the next 8 years.
And a ball low, and that one got away from Mathis. And it's 2-1.
And then Don Buford they got from the White Sox, proved to be a great leadoff hitter. Paul Blair maturing as a center fielder. Brooks and Frank continuing to play well. Boog Powell, Davey Johnson maturing. And what a team.
2-1 on DeLucchi. The pitch. Swung on, grounded foul up the first base side. I may have missed something, but what brought all that on? Something I say kind of spring you into action on the Dodgers and Orioles?
When it was just Baltimore and Los Angeles.
Okay.
When you mentioned that, I was just thinking of how people thought it was going to be a lopsided World Series.
I see where you're coming from now, partner. That's the first time they've met since.
That's right. And then it was the Orioles making it lopsided.
I'm a little slow on the draw tonight, okay?
That's all right.
2-2 pitch. And it's a ball low. A little slow on the trigger.
That's right. Mission's down by 4. Figured something a little interesting there.
You know your baseball history.
We love the game.
But I'm thinking, what's this got to do with this, you know? Swung on a chopper to first. This will be an easy out at first. Elward unassisted. DeLucchi is retired. And on the play, Menchaca to second. Well, there's a run at second if Hunter Brown can get him in. I want to remind everybody about the August 7 bus trip, filling up fast. Here's the number for you to call, 912-4134, and ask for Randy or his brother Rick, or his brother Randy. Kind of like Darryl and his brother Darryl. Swung on, line to left, a base hit around third. Watch the throw, and Menchaca throws the brakes on, and he'll stay at third. Brown, a base hit. But darn if he didn't get it out to left field in such a big hurry that Menchaca had no chance to score. They single to left, and it's a little blooper, and the guy gets the big jump and comes home to score. Brown scorches one to left, and we get no reward. It's an unkind game, I'm telling you. Stu, it's an unkind game.
But then again, the Mission's down by 4, and then Brown almost getting picked off at first on that relay by Gomez. Plus, you got Choo coming up, who has a chance to do some damage here, even with 2 outs.
It's the first Mission's hit, by the way, and here's Choo, and he swings late and misses that first pitch. Strike 1. I don't think he was looking for the fastball, and Bittner came up in his eyes with a 91-mile-per-hour heater. 0-1 on Choo. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch on the way. Line to left. That's slicing into foul ground and in the seats. Deep down the left field line. And it's 0-2 on Choo. I suppose interleague play does conjure memories of, only an ardent Tiger fan would remember if they've ever met the Phillies. I don't know if they've ever played one another.
I don't think so, no.
You've got just some intriguing matchups and makes it fun. Oh, and 2 the count on Choo. And the pitch. And that's a ground ball to second. Bittner's out of another little jam. Throw to first. And that will do it for the inning. Mission strand 2 more. At the end of 3, Arkansas leads it 4-0. We'll be back. Stu Paul. Maybe Stu can get some runs for Pete's sake. I can't do it tonight. We're back after this on KKYA.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah?
I'm taking Nicorette like you said, but right now I really need a cigarette. And according to my schedule, I'm not supposed to take another piece for 2 hours. So what should I do? And don't tell me to tough it out because it's not going to be pretty.
Take an extra piece?
Good idea.
When a really tough craving hits, just take an extra piece of Nicorette. As soon as you bite down, it delivers the medicine you need. Nicorette helps you quit one craving at a time. Use as directed. Follow dosing schedule. Individual results may vary. Support program can improve success rate.
Do you want what's best for your family? Well, then give them Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream, made right here in Houston. With a wide variety of flavors, Dreyer's is sure to please every palate. Dreyer's is made with the finest ingredients and no doubt has the best flavor in Texas. Dreyer's Ice Cream is the choice when you want to reward your family with the best. Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. Give them the good stuff. And remember, when you want the best, go Texan. To learn more about Go Texan, visit gotexan.org.
We're on a mission. North Park Mazda is on a mission to become the #1 Mazda dealer in San Antonio. We're out to be #1 in both Mazda sales and Mazda service. Come get the North Park reputation for both quality and value in our complete Mazda lineup. Visit North Park Mazda, 9333 San Pedro, just north of Loop 410. Or log on to our website at mpmazda.com. Come experience the Mazda test drive today because we're on a mission.
Hi, this is Texas League President Tom Kaiser. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, through 3 innings of play here at the Wolf, it's the Travelers 4 runs on 6 hits, and the Missions no runs, 1 hit, and 1 miscue. Arkansas batting in the top of the 4th as Phil Devey is still on the mound, hoping to get settled down a bit. Mike Ilwood, the first baseman, steps in to lead it off, right-hand batter. And Devey has retired 6 of the last 7 he's faced and has a ground ball hit toward the middle, and to his left is the shortstop Menchaca, and throws on to first in time to Lindsey. And on 1 pitch, Ilwood is retired, 1 down. Here's Carlos Duncan stepping in.
You know what? A couple of nights ago, we got an email, and it was yesterday, actually. Dara, Dustin's sister out in California, wants us to tell Dustin congratulations and the best of luck in the upcoming All-Star game. She is so proud of him. Sister Dara in San Francisco. So we'll make it a point, Dara, to make sure Dustin gets the message.
Carlos Duncan, the left fielder, takes one for a strike, and Devey comes back with a pitch and it misses inside, 1-1, and we're proud of him too. Well-deserved choice, along with Greg Dobbs. Duncan had knocked in a run with a base hit back in the 2nd inning. The kick, the 1-1 pitch. Line down the left field line, but that's curving. It's a foul ball in the seats, and Duncan is behind on the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carlos, as we have pointed out before, the brother of one-time big leaguer Mariano Duncan, who spent some time in San Antonio. The infield deep and spread out. Devey getting a sign, but time is called, and Duncan will step out. Missions wearing the black tops with the white pants. Arkansas with their gray uniforms trimmed with red. Devey's into the motion, the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball way inside and low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Travelers getting 2 in the first and 2 in the second and have a 4-0 lead. Final series of the first half of the Texas League season. Here's the 2-2 offering. Pulled foul to the third base side, heading toward the Missions dugout. And it's still 2-2. In the previous series against Round Rock, Duncan had gone 4 for 12. 2-2 pitch again, and a check swing, and a foul tip back into the middle of Duncan. Strike 3, and Duncan not happy with Chandler's call. But Chandler said he tipped it. It's a Chef Boyardee K for kids, 2 gone in the 4th.
Well, Phil settling down since the Duncan double back in the 2nd inning. Deavy has retired all but one Trav. 8 out of 9.
Alberto Callaspo takes a strike in the outside corner. Right-hand batter, 0-1. Deavy with 3 strikeouts in the ball game. Browns in at third. The 0-1 pitch and a chopper wide of first, taken by John Lindsey. First baseman will race to the bag and assist it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Deavy, and hopefully Deavy will really settle down to try to keep his team in the ball game. Arkansas going down quietly in their half of the 4th at the end of 3.5. Cavs lead the Missions 4-0. We're back after this on KKYX.
The best of the best summer sales drive is balloon savings on Texas Edition Tundras to $4,000 total at your Toyota Town dealers.
Get to Alamo Toyota right now outside the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get $3,000 rebates on Tundra plus $1,000 in value package savings.
Save $4,000 total today at Cavender Toyota near the Northwest Loop 410 in Bandera. The keys are ready.
This Tundra's crawling with extra features: chrome wheels and running boards, stainless steel exhaust tip, custom carpet mats, and Texas Edition badging.
Near I-35 exit O'Connor. See the team at Universal Toyota for giant savings.
Save $2,500 total on free runner extra cabs with Texas Edition packages.
0% financing's in effect on Tundras, access cab, and regular cab.
But you've got to act now. Hurry to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at Toyota.com and get to your Toyota Town dealers today.
Get the feeling. Toyota. Rebate from GMS, GST, and TDA on access cab Tundra SR5 V8 with Texas Edition package and 7162, 7164 free runners with Texas Edition package and 7604 offers mutually exclusive and approved credit offers may vary by region.
Barbecuing tonight, Harry?
Yeah, brisket. Seasoned with Bollner's Fiesta brand brisket rub.
Be prepared for guests when you cook with Bollner's delectable Fiesta brand seasonings and spices, because every time you open a package and sprinkle some on, you'll shake up a Fiesta. Don't start your next cookout without Bollner's. Bollner's Fiesta brand brisket rubs, spices, and seasonings. The best in Texas for 28 years.
Wonderful dinner, honey. Did you put the leftovers in the fridge?
What leftovers?
Hi, this is former Mission Willie Bloomquist, and you're listening to San Antonio Missions Baseball.
So the Missions trail 4-0 as we start the home half of the 4th. And as John Lindsey gets ready to lead off, let's go back on this date in Missions history, brought to you by Church's Chicken. Full pockets, full flavor, full life. June 16th, 1999. Robbie Beckett's complete game 9, hitting 2-hitter at Wichita. Leads the Missions past the regulars 10-0. Casey Snow leads the offense with a pair of home runs. That's on this date in Missions history, brought to you by Church's Chicken. And there's one near you. John Lindsey takes the pitch outside and low. 1 ball, no strikes.
That was as good a pitching job as I ever saw in a Missions uniform that day. Robbie Beckett grew up in Austin. Never really had a career because he had some arm problems and never could throw strikes when he had to. But, boy, for that one day in Wichita, he put it all together.
Next pitch is fouled away, and it's 1-1, and the curveball gets the outside corner. 1-2, and how about another Texan, Josh Beckett? What he's done for the Marlins, especially last year. That guy has been something.
I wonder if they're related.
Yeah, good question. High chopper hits the third. One-handed by Gomez, fires across the diamond of first. In time to Elwood. His foot nearly got pulled off the bag, but Lindsey's retired on a ground to the third, and he's gone 0 for 2, and that's the first out of the home half of the 4th.
Brian Anderson used to catch Robbie in a semi-pro league out of Waco. They both played for the Waco Pirates at one time, he and Robbie Beckett. He had great stuff. You just never knew where it was going.
Ryan Christensen fouls one back in the count 0-1. Rhino has seen his average dip to 279, and he had been up once and bounced to third in the second inning. And the pitch by Tim Bittner, and it misses the outside corner. 1-1 the count. 4-0 Arkansas, last of the fourth inning. Game one of this four-game set, and the pitch is swung on off the end of the bat, a foul ball, and Christensen behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bittner's the type of guy that likes to try to get the corners, and he is among the club leaders in strikeouts. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Ball dropped by Mathis, but he tags out Christensen, and now they're 2 men away. So Bittner with his second, 2 outs, and Ryan Bouth, the DH, will step in. He struck out his first time up. As Roy pointed out, he has been on the DL on 2 different occasions, has had a problem with his right shoulder, and still can't quite put anything together. Although I thought before he got on the DL the second time, as he takes a pitch for a strike, I thought he started hitting the ball a little bit better in Frisco.
Well, he did.
Strike 2, it's 0-2 as Bouth took another pitch on the outside corner. Bouth also seeing some time at first when he does the DH and takes a pitch on the outside corner. Call strike 3, and he's out of there on 3 pitches, 2 Ks in the inning for Bittner, and he now has 3 in the game, and he is retired 6 of the last 7. Nothing across. We have played 4 for the Wolf. It's still the Arkansas Travelers 4 and the San Antonio Missions nothing. We're back after this on the Mighty 680 KKYX.
Hey, Bob! Yeah? Almost out there? Give me a little longer. You know we gotta let her go, right? But she's ours. We raised her, man. I know. But she's ready now, Bob. Ready for a family. Bob, we've done our best. It's time to just wish her well. All right. Just give me a minute with her, okay? You got it, buddy. You know, when you put more care into the homes you build, you get pretty attached. But at Armadillo Homes, we wouldn't have it any other way. Because our family's been building quality homes for 30 years. Homes we'd be proud to have a member of our own family live in. So you can be sure your family will feel right at home. Bob, what if I said we could build another one? Oh, Bill. Oh, you've made me so happy. Armadillo Homes, your way home. Visit us at armadillohomes.com.
Nighthawk frozen dinners have been a Texas tradition for over 40 years. Why? Because Nighthawk features top-quality charbroiled beef in its meals. Now, Nighthawk is pleased to offer 5 new low-carb meals for those counting their carbs. Items like charbroiled beef patty and broccoli or seasoned beef patty and squash blend are not only great tasting, but have only 9 total carbs per dinner. Look for new Nighthawk low-carb frozen dinners in your grocer's freezer case. Nighthawk. Taste the charbroil difference.
Hi, this is former Mission Brian Falkenberg, and you're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, if you're interested in preparing for being at the beach this summer, come on out to the ball game this Friday night, June 18th, when the Missions take on the same Arkansas Travelers at the Wolf at 7:05. The first 2,000 fans attending the ball game receive a Missions beach towel courtesy of SunGuard and Ken's 5. Gates will open at 6. Order your tickets by calling the Missions at 210-675-7275. The center fielder, Tommy Murphy, leads off for Arkansas on the 5th. It hits one on the ground to third, backhanded next to the bag, and Brown will take it. And the throw to first is in time to Lindsey. And Murphy on 1 pitch is retired. 1 out, and he is now 0 for 3 in this game. So, since the third inning on, Devey has really settled down and has pitched very good ball. Although, even though he gave up 4 runs in the first 2 innings, I thought some of the hits were just lucky breaks for Arkansas, even though this is a very good team, as Nick Gorneault swings and misses, strike 1. He has popped out and struck out in this game. Right-hand batted. The kick, the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, and it's low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both the Travelers and the Missions had split a 4-game set at Bray Winterfield last week. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Deavy taking something off again. And Gorneault's timing seems to be off. It's 1-2. I mean, at times, he's gotten these Travs hitters baffled because they've been popping it up and hitting it off the end of the bat. 1-2 pitch, and it misses low and inside, 2-2.
I tell you what, if Gorneault has to face Deavy many more times, he's going to have to go see a chiropractor.
Ball strike 3 on the inside corner. A Chef Boyardee for kids. And maybe more than a chiropractor. I mean, Deavy has gotten inside his head as well. And twice Gorneault has struck out.
Oh, you're thinking the shrink, huh?
I didn't want to go that far.
Oh, gosh. He has made Gorneault look pretty bad in the 2 games he's faced him.
Not just Gorneault, I mean, he's made a lot of guys look bad. And Dallas McPherson, the big left-hand hitting DH, takes one off the outside corner, 1-0.
Well, here's box office. Marquee.
1-0 pitch is pulled foul to the right side. That's a ball and a strike. 8 home runs in 7 days.
I love a guy like this that comes into town and hypes your walk-up, you know. That's what it's all about, this great game. You want to see the young good ones play before they get called up. And, man, this guy is something special.
Outfield to the right, the pitch, swing and a miss. Deavy not afraid to go inside. And that fastball registered at 88 miles an hour. 1-2 the count.
It's called reverse mojo.
1-2 pitch, and it's pulled foul to the right side. So Deavy trying to hang tough by continuing to be aggressive inside against Dallas McPherson. And the count is still at a ball and 2 strikes. Missions trail 4-0, top of the 5th inning. They've been held to just 1 hit tonight, while the Travelers have 6. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and McPherson has been. Gorneault and McPherson, who have combined for 29 home runs this year, along with 111 RBIs, have combined to strike out 4 times in the game tonight. A Chef Boyardee for kids, and DV with another 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across. We're halfway done. Middle of the 5th from the Wolf in San Antonio. It's still the Arkansas Travelers 4 and the San Antonio Missions nothing. Missions baseball on 680 KKYX.
Hit a home run with a 24/7 member contact center from Security Service Federal Credit Union, the credit union that never sleeps. Call 1-888-415-7878 any day of the year to transfer funds, make a payment, get balance information, apply for a loan, and more. You can even call Security Service right after the game. They'll still be there. So if you're not a member at SSFCU, it's time to get on the ball and join. With over 600 ways to qualify, you too can take advantage of their 24/7 member contact center. Security Service Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Saws presents Extreme Water Savers. Anna Jones, a woman who'd walk a mile to turn off a sprinkler.
You don't have to go to extremes to save water. Just do the simple stuff, like landscape your yard with low water use plants, so you can make a difference without getting extreme. For more tips or to learn about great water-saving rebates, contact SAW at 704-SAW. Our water, our future.
Have you heard of the spectacular Concord Athletic Club and Spa? Located on Jones-Malsburger, north of Highway 281 across from the Quarry Market. Concord has everything you need in an athletic club and spa. Whether you prefer a traditional workout or an innovation mind-body experience, the Concord has it. If a relaxing massage or facial is what you're looking for, you can find that at the Concord as well. For your free 3-day trial, call 828-8880 today. That's 828-8880. Call now and get acquainted with San Antonio's finest athletic club and spa.
Hi, this is former Mission Kenny Keller, and you're listening to San Antonio Mission Radio Network.
Well, you can register kids 8 to 13 at Great Cliffs Hair Salons around San Antonio for the chance to be a Great Cliffs Junior Sportscaster at the Missions home game this year. Call it like you see it, thanks to Great Cliffs. Great haircuts every time, everywhere. Christian Guerrero takes a strike in the outside corner as Bittner has done a good job against the right-hand batters tonight. It's 0-1. And the next pitch is lifted high in the air to shallow right field. Nick Gorneault coming in. He's there, and he has it one away. 5 in a row set down by Tim Bittner.
Boy, this kid's tough. He worked 5 innings against the Missions at Ray Winder 6 days ago. Gave up 8 hits, a couple of runs. Tonight he's into his 5th inning and has allowed only 1 hit. No runs.
Rod Gandolfo fouls one back in the count 0-1 on the Mission second baseman, left-hand batter, and he walked back into the 2nd inning. Ground ball toward the middle. That's a base hit to center field. And Gandolfo is on for the 2nd time tonight. The center fielder Murphy gets it back in, and that is only the 2nd hit for the Missions tonight against Bittner. Well, here's Eddie Menchaca, the Mission shortstop and right-hand batter. He had reached on the fielder's choice his last time up. Eddie from El Paso, Texas. Here's the set by Bittner. Now the pitch. Runner goes, hit and run, and it's hit foul to the right side in the seats, and it's 0-1. Eddie Menchaca had himself an 0-for-4 night, resulting in the end of his 9-game hitting streak. And he batted .379 over that streak. And even in that series against Arkansas, he really swung the bat pretty well. I remember that line drive that he hit right toward Murphy at Ray Winder Field. Outfield a bit toward the right. Holding a set Bittner, and he deals. Ground ball hit to second, fielded by Rodriguez. Goes to the shortstop, Callaspo. Covering second for one, and on to first, double play. So the side is retired for the Missions in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. A 4-6-3 double play. And after 5 for the Wolf, it is still the Travelers leading the Missions 4-0. Roy and I will be back right after these words on KKYX.
Rounding third, and they're sending you home, but not without some delicious chicken from Church's. Whether it's a solo shot or a grand slam, Church's Chicken will make sure you've got what everyone wants when you touch home. Go by Church's today and pick up 12 big juicy pieces of chicken for only $7.99. Marinated from inside out with their own blend of seasoning. It's what real chicken is all about. Or how about 3 big juicy pieces plus some fries for just $2.49? For $2.49, that's one mighty good meal. Church's, offer plus tax for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Hi, this is former Mission Brian Fitzgerald. You're listening to San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Sixth inning coming up at Arkansas, still leading at 4-0. Phil Deavy, in his 6th inning of work, has thrown 71 pitches through his first 5 innings, while Tim Bittner of the Travelers has thrown 68. And Arkansas will have the catcher Jeff Mathis to lead it off. Mathis had a 2-run single in the first and popped out to the catcher Christensen in the 3rd inning right in front of home plate. He bats right-handed and has an open stance. Phil Deavy in the 2nd start since joining the Missions. The left-hander kicks and he delivers. And a strike call on the outside corner, 0-1. Mathis with a 7-game hitting streak. And then the base hit made it 8, and sends a high fly ball to left field. Moving to his right and toward the corner is Choo, and Shin-Soo Choo makes the catch, and Mathis hit it fairly deep to left field. Didn't miss a home run by much, one away.
It's only 310 to the foul pole in left, and I've heard some folks say it's not that deep. It's not 310, in fact. I never measured it. Maybe some morning we should grab a tape measure, check these measurements on our own, Stu.
Pitch is low and inside to Rudy Gomez, ball 1. The late Red Patterson had a tape measure one time when Mickey Mantle had a 560-foot blast in Washington. Maybe the people in Washington might have that in the Smithsonian Institution somewhere. As the pitch gets the outside corner, and the cap to Gomez is a ball and a strike. Davey has fanned 5, and he has retired 8 straight hitters. Left-hander into the motion, and he deals. And that miss is low and away. 2 balls and a strike on Gomez. Rudy had played third. He had played second, as was short last week in Arkansas when the Missions were there. And playing the hot corner again tonight. And Davey stepping off the rubber, and Gomez still in, swinging the bat back and forth. Infield spread out. Outfield a bit toward the left. The 2-1 delivery. Fastball is up high, and now the count goes to 3-1. In fact, the last time that Arkansas had a base runner, it was 2 outs in the third when the man at the plate, Gomez, had singled to center field. 3-1 offering, and a one-hopper to short, fielded by Menchaca. He sets, throws on to first in time to Lindsey. 2 down, and the play goes 6-3, and that's 9 in a row set down by Davey. Well, he has pitched well, but you have to give credit to Bittner. He has kept the Missions off the board, and for the Missions, and we have said about this team during the homestand, the starting pitching has really come around despite an occasional shaky inning, but the bats have gotten quiet all of a sudden.
Well, maybe everything will come together when the Diablos come in to open that second season.
Missions have had success against them at a swing and a miss. And Javi Rodriguez behind 0-1. He had an infield hit and scored and fouled out. Swing and a miss, another breaking ball. 0-2 the count. In the home half of the 6th, we'll have the TIA scoreboard. Brought to you by the Texas Insurance Agency, where service is as big as its name. Rodriguez being sent down by the Angels from the AAA Salt Lake team to AA Arkansas after Justin Turner got released. Fastball inside for a ball. Davey tried to come back with a fastball inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davey from Quebec, Canada, and a big hockey fan. Outfield a bit toward the right. The 1-2 pitch. Line to the left field, a base hit.
But the amazing thing, Davey is despite being Canadian.
Now he's trying to go to second as the ball got away as it went off the glove of Lindsey, and down to second base goes Rodriguez. And a throwing error has been charged to Choo.
Choo tried to throw behind the runner as Rodriguez made the turn at first. He tried to get him from the backside, and he threw it away.
Mike Aylward, the first baseman, right-hand batter, steps in. Runner at second, and a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. And again, about Davey.
Well, Davey is a Philadelphia Flyer fan.
Yes.
That's what's amazing about Davey's hockey ties. He loves hockey. And everyone he knows is a Montreal fan.
You better believe it. A 1 pitch. Check swing. Off the outside of the corner, they appeal, and the first base umpire, Joe Stegner, said, no, and it's 1-1, and you know me. I'm a huge hockey fan myself, and if you're not a Montreal Canadian fan and you're living up in Quebec, whether it's Montreal,
oh, I know.
Forget it. You get a lot of abuse. The Flyer fans in Philadelphia can be abusive, too. Here's the set. Runner, Rodriguez off second. The pitch, line to the center field, a base hit. DeLucchi charging. Rodriguez around third, he's heading home. DeLucchi's throw toward the plate, not in time. Taking second on the throw toward home is Elward. He's 2 for 3. It's an RBI single, his 33rd RBI of the year, and the Travelers now lead at 5-0.
Well, Dustin missed his cutoff man. He had no chance to get Rodriguez, but he overthrew Lindsey, and that allowed Elward to move over to second base on the throw home.
Carlos Duncan, the left fielder, stepping in. He had a base hit and an RBI in the second and struck out in the fourth. Well, the error by Choo gave Rodriguez the chance to go into scoring position, and that certainly hurt Deavy and the Missions. As the run came in on that base hit to left and a swing and a miss. Ball kicked to the left of Christensen, but the runner, Elward, holds at second base, and the count 1-1.
And that'll be the second unearned run off of Phillip tonight. Of the 5, 3 are earned, 2 are not.
Well, he didn't help himself on that situation with runners at first and second when he threw the ball away trying to pick off Callaspo at second base back in the first inning. And 2 runs came in instead of 1. Pitch is inside for a ball. It's 1-1, so the throwing errors have certainly hurt the Missions big time thus far in this game tonight.
Yeah, they have.
A run in here in the 6th, 2 down. Chaz batting, top of the 6th and lead 5-0. The 1-1 pitch almost hit him. Duncan had to spin out of the way of that pitch. And Deavy throwing more hard stuff here in the 6th inning, and he's behind on Carlos Duncan. 2 balls and a strike. And it all began with 2 outs in the 6th. Base hit by Rodriguez. That bad throw by Choo that got away off the glove of Lindsey. Rodriguez went to second, and then Elward singled him in from second. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Another fastball in the mid-80s. May not seem very hard, but keep in mind that the Travelers have been used to a lot of off-speed stuff that Deavy had been throwing, and now Deavy adding a little bit of mustard to that fastball, although not overpowering, but the Travelers haven't expected him to throw this hard. Left-hander comes set, checks the runner at second, 2-2 the count with 2 down, and Deavy stepping off the rubber, and Duncan will ask for time, and he gets it. Alberto Callaspo, the shortstop, is waiting on deck. Infield deep and a little bit toward the left. Duncan, a .272 hitter coming into the game. Deavy getting a sign, the 2-2 pitch, and it's popped up foul behind the plate. That'll drift out of play. Duncan had gone 0 for his first 8 with a couple of strikeouts last week in Arkansas until he got a base hit against the Missions in the 2nd inning. Even though Deavy has given up 5 runs, a lot of the hits have been just perfectly placed hits by Arkansas. There's a drive deep to left field. Choo going back, way back, it is over his head, and it's up against the wall. Elward will score. Duncan will race to second to throw, not in time. 3 straight batters have reached. 2 runs come in. It's a 6-0 lead for the Travelers here in the 6th inning. Boy, you look at the bottom part of the order. They have done so much of the damage. They have a combined 6 hits amongst them. Rodriguez, Elward, and Duncan, each of them with 2 hits tonight.
That's true. 6 for 9 in the bottom third. Now comes Grundy, and that's probably going to do it for Phil Deavy. With a right-hander throwing in the bullpen, that's Buglowski down there, I think.
That's exactly who it is.
He was going to make a 2-inning tune-up before the second half open, and many think that Chris will pitch the opener against El Paso when the second half begins. So here comes Buglowski, and there goes Deavy.
And he still gets a fine hand. He was hit the hardest here in the 6th inning. That base hit by Elward was hit hard, and Duncan hitting one off the wall in left field. And he's got himself 3 RBIs tonight. Mathis with 2. And the Travelers with a 6-0 lead. So Boglavsky, who had himself a 1-2-3 inning during this homestand, it came against Frisco, and the Missions had won 6-3 back on June 13th. So making his second appearance since coming off the DL after tearing that stomach muscle, former Colorado Rocky farmhand. And we'll have the numbers on Boglavsky, and here they are, 2-2 with a 3.76 ERA. Overall, this will be his 9th appearance. He has made 7 starts for the Missions, including a complete game shutout. And in 38 of the third innings, Boglavsky has allowed 35 hits, 25 runs, 16 earned. He has walked 13 and has fanned 24. And even though Deavy had given up the 6 runs, I really thought he pitched a better ball game than what the score has indicated.
Well, yeah, I think so, but yeah, I would say he's pitched a little better than the score indicates. But he just wasn't as sharp as he was at Little Rock.
No.
But Phil will be back to pitch another night. This will be his last outing before the break, and I like the youngster, and I think he's going to be just fine.
Me
Actually,
too.
a veteran. He's 26 years old. He looks so young out there. You keep thinking you're dealing with someone that doesn't have a lot of experience, but that's not so with Deavy. He's been around a while, and he will get the job done this second half, I bet you.
Not only he, but Boglavsky's on the mound. Both men have handled themselves well. And here's Alberto Callaspo, the shortstop, left-hand hitter, chokes up on the bat a bit and takes the pitch low and away, and it's ball 1.
By the way, that Duncan double made that run that we said earlier was unearned, made it earned. And so 6 runs off Deavy, 5 earned to this point.
Pecco play at second, not in time, and the runner Duncan dives back.
And Duncan still belongs to Deavy.
Arkansas has out-hit the Missions 9-2. It leads 6-0. They have scored twice here in the 6th and still batting here. The set Boglavsky deals, and a bouncer hit foul on the first base side, gloved by Lindsey. So Duncan has to retreat to second as he was running toward third, and the count to Callaspo is 1 ball and 1 strike.
Got to looking at this magic number thing. I think the number for Arkansas for elimination is not 1 but 2.
Okay.
So they still have a little room left, but they've got to win out. The key is Tulsa. If they win 3 of their last 4, they're in. If they split, then a lot of things could happen.
The stretch, the 1-1 pitch, way inside and low. Christensen with a good block to prevent that pitch from getting past him, and he had ideas about trying to throw to second, but Duncan getting back a little bit ahead of the shortstop Menchaca. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Nice email tonight from Steve Hampton. Says he's coming out tomorrow. One of Stu's customers, ticket customers, during the day. When Stu is Clark Kent, then he becomes a super announcer at night.
We got that from the Phil Deavy start the last time up from me. 2-1 pitch and a high chopper hit to second. Godolfo waits for the bounce. He has it on the first in time to Lindsey, and the side is retired. But Arkansas plates home 2 more runs. There were 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. In the middle of the 6th from the Wolf, it is now the Arkansas Travelers 6 and the San Antonio Missions nothing. Missions baseball on AM 680 KKYX.
Your business is one of a kind. A one-size-fits-all insurance plan just won't do. Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. has the answer. With a tailored program designed for your business, we're able to combine precise amounts of service, value, and options to give your business exactly the coverage it needs. Call us at 210-366-0671 to find out more about our comprehensive, customizable insurance offerings at competitive prices. Whether you need commercial property, general liability, workers' compensation, or group health and life benefits, Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. has put together a tailored program that works for you. Don't settle for insurance that doesn't fit. Get precisely the coverage your business needs. Call today. 210-366-0671. That's 210-366-0671.
Doge's rice is grown, milled, and packaged right here in Texas and delivered to stores near you. The Doge's are the rice experts, ensuring you the freshest, highest quality rice and taste that you've come to expect. The Doge's offer a variety of products, from their most popular and rich long-grain rice to their economical budget brand rice. And to make cooking easy, Doge's roux is perfect every time. Doge's roux makes cooking gumbo, fricassee, stew, and gravy fast, easy, and delicious. Doge's Rice Milling Company. Quality products, quality service, quality people. Serving Texas for over 20 years. So go Texan and pick up the red, white, and blue bag of Doge's rice and roux with the State of Texas logo in your favorite supermarket today. Take it home and cook up something good.
Hi, this is former Mission Jake Weber, and you're listening to San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, while the Missions get ready to battle the home half of the sixth, why don't we check out the TIA scoreboard. In the Texas League, after 5 innings of play with El Paso batting in the top of the sixth, Wichita leads the Diablos 3-2 at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Round Rock, the winners in the first half of the West, lead Frisco 2-1 in the top of the fifth on the Dell Diamond. And Tulsa leading Midland 6-1 in the top of the fifth from Driller Stadium. Tulsa really putting themselves in a great position with a victory tonight. In the meanwhile, the top of the order comes up for the Missions against Tim Bittner, who's working on a 2-hit shutout. Missions trail 6-0. Justin DeLucchi, the center fielder, left-hand batter, takes one low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. DeLucchi now 0 for his last 19 as he has grounded out twice, his first 2 times up. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. In the majors, bottom of the sixth in Atlanta, the Braves lead the Royals 3-1. Florida blank the White Sox 4-0. Montreal 4, Minnesota 2 in the top of the ninth. And Detroit at Philadelphia postponed because of rain as the pitch is fouled off, and it's 1-2. Pittsburgh leads Anaheim 5-3, top of the ninth. Last licks for the Halos at PNC Park. Texas and Cincinnati tied at 3, bottom of the eighth from southwestern Ohio. Cleveland leads the Mets 5-1, home half of the eighth at Shea Stadium in New York. Milwaukee leads Seattle 2-1, and that is in the bottom of the third. Next pitch is fouled off. It's still 1-2. St. Louis 3, Oakland 2, top of the sixth from Busch Stadium. Boston 1, Colorado 0, last of the second from Denver. Getting underway soon, Yankees at Arizona to take on the D-backs, Tampa Bay at San Diego. Pitch is outside and low to DeLucchi, 2-2. Baltimore at Los Angeles and Toronto at San Francisco. And in the National League, Cubs lead the Astros 4-1 in the bottom of the eighth. Boy, the Cubs really doing a number on Houston. And a high chopper to first, and it's just fouled to the right of the first baseman, Elwood. It's 2-2. Boy, the Astros having a little slump. Roger Clemens losing for the first time all year, and the Cubs are really making noise saying, hey, we could be as good as the Cardinals or anybody in that very tough NL Central. DeLucchi, a .310 hitter coming into the game. The 2-2 pitch and a looper hit off to the third base side, but it curves foul. Count holds at 2-2. Justin DeLucchi has played in 62 of the 67 games the Missions have played this year. 2-2 pitch inside, 3-2. DeLucchi having a good at bat as he has fought off a lot of pitches by fouling him off against Bittner. Bittner doesn't appear to be too overpowering himself as he gets the sign. Here's the kick, the 3-2 pitch. And a call strike 3 on the outside corner. DeLucchi thought that was ball 4 as he tossed his bat aside, but the plate umpire, Paul Chandler, thought otherwise. And DeLucchi caught looking, and the troubles continue for Dustin as he's 0 for 3. And that's the first out of the sixth inning. Hunter Brown, the third baseman, is at the plate. He has a base hit and 2 times up. Right-hand batter. Bittner with the pitch to Brown. And a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. Fourth strikeout for Tim Bittner tonight. Native of Wilmington, Delaware. Brown crouching in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. I'll tell you, Bittner has hardly thrown anything down the middle tonight. He keeps working the corners, especially outside to the right-hand batters. Either he's been getting it over for strikes, or the Missions just simply can't hit him. Missions trail 6-0. Home half of the sixth with one out. Bases empty. The two-strike pitch. Low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. During this month, Hunter had himself a 6-game hitting streak. Takes the pitch low and away, 2-2.
In a strange sort of way, Bittner is using his fastball a little bit as a changeup, as his changeup tonight. That's the pitch that is changing from everything else he throws. Off speed. And when he throws that fastball, it looks like it's about 98 when it comes in there.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't used it that much.
Last pitch was outside, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch on the way. Fouled away to the right side and will stay at 3-2 on Hunter Brown. Now Hunter, although I think he really has finished strong in this first half, is one of those guys that's certainly looking for the 3-day period that he'll be off. All-Star Game of the Texas League takes place this Monday, June 21st in Midland. And it's outside, and Brown walks, and the Missions have a base runner with 1 out, and that is the 3rd walk that Bittner has given up. Missions have not had that many base runners tonight. In fact, that is only the 5th base runner that they have had throughout the entire ball game.
Yep, 2 hits and 3 walks.
And here's Choo. He had walked and grounded a second. His 2 previous times up. Left-hand batter. Bittner goes to work and he comes set. The pitch to Shin-Soo. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It wasn't that long ago that Choo was hitting in the low 270s, although he has tailed off a bit. He had been floating around the 290s. But coming into the game, he was batting a respectable 286. Outfield a bit toward the left. Infield looking for 2. Here's the 0-1. Inside, pick-up play at first, and Brown getting back. Elwood thought he had him, but Brown just barely got ahead of the tag at first base. A ball and a strike the count.
Yeah, Choo got up to 294 on the 10th of June.
1 second stop, the 1-1 pitch, check swing, he went around, it's a ball and 2 strikes. I'm still amazed by those 2 outstanding catches that he made, robbing Ian Kinsler of extra base hits when Frisco was in town. Kinsler, the guy that placed Drew Meyer, or replaced him. Oh, yeah. 1-2. And it's low for a ball to Choo. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And, of course, last night, when Rashad Eldridge hit a fly ball to left, and Will Smith tried to score from third, that was in the 4th inning. Choo threw a laser to Oliveros at home plate, and Oliveros tagged him out. And that was the tail end of a 7-2 double play. 2-2 pitch. Chopper hit to second. Rodriguez flips to the shortstop. Callaspo for 1 at second. On to first. And another 4-6-3 double play. The second straight inning in which the Missions have hit into such a double play. So they can't do anything against Bittner tonight, as he has held the Missions to just 2 hits through 6 innings. No runs, no hits, a walk, and nobody left. And Roy himself will take you along for the 7th inning on. After 6 for the Wolf, it's the Travelers 6 for the Missions nothing. Missions baseball on AM 680 KKYX.
Picture yourself at Wolf
stadium cheering on the Missions with a delicious hot dog in one hand served on a fresh Mrs. Baird's bun and an ice-cold soft drink in the other. Stop dreaming and start looking for Mrs. Baird's Grand Slam Deal coupon in specially marked Mrs. Baird's hot dog and hamburger bun packages. We're talking 4 tickets, 4 small soft drinks, and 4 regular hot dogs with a total savings of $10. Mrs. Baird's, Texas-born, Texas-bred. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. Look for details on package.
It's grilling season again, and here in South Texas, it's hard to beat the taste of kielbasa sausage. Since 1949, the kielbasa family has used nothing but the finest meats and freshest spices to bring you the best Polish, all beef, and beef jalapeno sausages. In fact, the kielbasa family stands behind their product with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. The best sausage you've ever eaten for your money back. Kielbasa, give them a try. You'll see why they're the best in the business.
New Millennium Wireless, taking your calls to the next century. Stop in to New Millennium Wireless, a T-Mobile authorized dealer, and sign up for 600 whenever minutes with unlimited nights and weekends and nationwide long distance and roaming included, all for just $39.99 a month. Plus, get a free Nokia $35.95, SRP $49.95 after a $50 mail-in rebate. Call us today at 210-623-9000. Some restrictions may apply. See printed materials at New Millennium Wireless, a T-Mobile authorized dealer, for complete details.
Hi, this is former Mission Brian Sweeney, and you're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Into the 7th inning we go. It'll be Tommy Murphy leading off against Buglaski. Nick Gorneault to follow, then Dallas McPherson. 6-0. It's been all Travs tonight. They scored 2 in the first and have not looked back. Pitch on the way, a strike on the inside corner to Murphy, 0-1. Crowd of 4,233 in the park tonight. Good Wednesday gathering. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into center field. DeLucchi is on to make the catch. F8, 1 gone, and here is Gorneault. Gorneault is 0 for 3. He's popped up and struck out twice. Swings, grounds to third. To his left, Brown. Up with it. Throw to first. In time. 2 gone quickly here in the 7th inning. And that will bring up Dallas McPherson. 3 pitches, 2 quick outs. And here comes McPherson. McPherson tonight 0 for 2. He's had a rough night. He was hit by a pitch in the first, scored, and struck out next 2 times up, and he takes a call strike. 0-1 on McPherson, who has belted 20 homers this year and driven in 67. Pitch on the way is a little high, 1-1. He hit 3 homers in Round Rock the last series after belting 5 against the Missions in the previous series. Swung on, a drive into right center field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. He got over the top of that thing and had a lot of overspin on it and drops it into right center. Looks like he timed a changeup pretty well and picked up a hit on it. And here is Mathis. That's the 10th Arkansas hit. Swung on, a pop-up. Christensen back to the screen, and that one falls over the screen and back into the lower box seats behind the plate. 0-1. Well, Irvin Santana goes tomorrow for Arkansas. Here's the pitch. And a ball inside. Tim Fulmer is scheduled to take the ball for the Missions tomorrow. Tim is charting pitches down behind the home plate tonight. Here's the 1-1. That's a ball high and in. 2-1 on Mathis. He is singled and popped up and flied to left. Two and one the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded right back to the mound. Buglovsky to first, and that ends the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left. Buglovsky looking good in a couple of little rehab outings this homestand. He looks like he's ready to take the ball, perhaps to open the second half against El Paso. We'll be back with the bottom of the seventh after this on KKYX.
I'm here at a hardware store with a coffee mug, a hammer, and a cash register to explain the Allstate Lifetime Repair Guarantee. Let's say your car is this coffee mug. With the Allstate Lifetime Repair Guarantee, if you get into an accident, you just take your car to a repair shop recommended by Allstate, and the workmanship on that repair is guaranteed for as long as you own your car. So if a year later something goes wrong with that repair, you don't have to pay to get it fixed. Look at the money you save. So let's review. If you get into an accident, just take your car to an Allstate recommended repair shop, and the workmanship on that repair is guaranteed for as long as you own your car. So you don't have to pay for it ever again. The Allstate Lifetime Repair Guarantee. Just one more way, the right hands make all the difference. To find out more, call 1-800-ALLSTATE, see your local Allstate agent, or visit allstate.com. Subject to availability and guarantee terms, Allstate Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Global Services and Kyocera make your business life easier. Here's Gary Wilson with Wilson Architectural Group to tell you how Global Services works for his company.
Probably the best thing I can say about our decision to go with Global Services is that I can't tell you very much about our machine. I haven't had to get involved with it. Global has solved our problems.
Call Global Services today at 210-462-2272. That's 210-462-2272.
This is David King of the San Antonio Express News. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Broadcasting Network.
The mission. The master, Ray Charles. Gonna miss him. Here's John Lindsey leading off the bottom of the seventh inning against the lefty Tim Bittner. Lindsey is 0 for 2 tonight. Shoots that one foul off the right side on the first pitch. Christensen to follow, then Valf here in the seventh. Swing and a miss. Boy, Bittner has changed speeds. He has been a pitcher tonight. There's a big difference in throwing and pitching. He has pitched the entire game. It has been a masterful performance. 0-2, fouled off. Missions have not been able to get in any kind of rhythm against Bittner. When they're looking fastball, he throws it off speed. They look off speed, he sneaks the fastball by him. That's a fastball high and away, 1-2. And that's what this game is all about. Pitchers controlling the tempo like this. That was fouled back out of play. It's not an easy task. Not many can do it consistently, particularly at Double-A. But tonight, Bittner could pitch at any level. swung on, foul tipped again. One and two, the count on John Lindsey. He is fly to right, grounded to third. Here's the pitch. Ball high. 2-2 on Lindsey. Pitch on the way. Ball down low. And it's full to Lindsey. Full count, 3-2. That last pitch was 92. Now the payoff. That's in the air, a pop-up. That will get to the seats, out of reach. No chance for Elbert. Out of play. Well, the fan made a nice play in the picnic area down the right side. Good group out tonight, 4,233. Here's the delivery. Swung on, fly ball to right. Not deep. Under it is Gorneault, and he's got it for the out. F9. Here is Christensen. Here's RC. Christensen is 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out and struck out. Foul back, first pitch. Christensen has looked good to me at the plate since he's been back from the extended spring. He has a good, solid look up there. Swings, chops one to the hole at short. Digging it out is Callaspo. Throw to first, in time. Nice play by Alberto Callaspo, deep in the hole. Throws out Christensen with a step to spare, and there are two gone in the seventh. Don't forget that Missions bus trip on August 7th. $30 a person, includes ticket, transportation. Need to call Rick or Randy at 912-5640. Fouled off right side, out of play. They're likely going to take two buses. Be good to have a nice following at the Dell that night. Show those fans who the real fans are. Swung on, a base hit to right. Balf shoots one into right field. A two-out single, and here is Guerrero. Christian is 0 for 2. He's rolled out and flied out to right. Christian takes it low and away, ball one. Bittner from the stretch. Delivers low, a ball. Looks like he's tiring a little bit to me now. I don't know that he'll go beyond this inning. He could be done after the seventh. Here's the 2-0, and that's a ball wide. And now out comes Mathis. They have a right-hander warming up. It's Scott Snyder. As Bittner tries to get through this inning and call it a night, I would think. 6-0 Trask. Strike at the knees. Fastball that reached 88 in the late innings. The pitch. Shot foul off the right side. Guerrero a little late on a 9-0 fastball. So Bittner can still get it up there even in the late innings. He had 89 pitches going into the 7th inning. I have him for the pitch. Ball 4 low, and he walked him. Well, we'll see if Boykin wants to leave him. No, he's coming out to get him. Although it's his first visit, but got a hunch Boykin's coming to get him. Normally, the pitching coach will make that first trip out, and then the manager, and there it is. The change is in order, and Bittner does not get out of the 7th inning. 6 2/3, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and no runs. And the new pitcher is Scott Snyder, right-hander. Snyder 1-2 with a 4.54 earned run average, making his 24th appearance, all in relief. He's given up a hit an inning, 39 hits in 39 2/3 innings, 32 strikeouts, and 17 walks. ERA a little high for a setup guy at 4.54. Their bullpen has been a little shaky, honestly. If there's a shortfall on this Arkansas club, it's their pen. They've got some guys with some high ERAs down there. So here is Gandolfo, left-handed batter. 2 on, 2 out, 6-0 our score. The Mission's trying to get something going here in the 7th. The pitch, and that's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a pop-up back out of play. It's 1-1. Tulsa leading Midland 6-1 in the 5th. Wichita leading El Paso 3-2 in the 6th. Round Rock leads Frisco 2-1 in the 5th. Tulsa, the hot club right now in the East. Is the ball high. And they're real close to wrapping up a playoff berth. Snyder's pitch. Swung on. Fly ball, center field. Murphy there, and he's got it to end the inning. And the Missions come up empty again. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We'll be back for the 8th after these messages on KKYX.
The best of the best summer sales drive has balloon savings on Texas Edition Tundras to $4,000 total at your Toyota Town dealers.
Get to Alamo Toyota right now out by the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get $3,000 rebates on Tundra plus $1,000 in value package savings.
Save $4,000 total today at Cavender Toyota near the Northwest Loop 410 and Bandera. The keys are ready.
This Tundras crawling with extra features, chrome wheels and running boards, stainless steel exhaust tip, custom carpet mats, and Texas Edition badging.
Near I-35, exit O'Connor. See the team at Universal Toyota for giant savings.
Save $2,500 total on pre-runner extra cabs with Texas Edition packages.
0% financing in effect on Tundras, access cab, and regular cab.
But you've got to act now. Hurry to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at Toyota.com and get to your Toyota Town dealers today.
Get the feeling. Toyota. Relate from GMS, GST, and TDA on access cab Tundra SR5 V8 with Texas Edition package and 7162, 7164 pre-runners with Texas Edition package and 7604 offers mutually exclusive with approved credit offers may vary by region.
With State Farm Car Insurance, you'll get more than just competitive rates. You'll get the unbeatable service that earned us the highest collision repair customer satisfaction among insurance providers. That's according to the J.D. Power & Associates 2003 Collision Repair Satisfaction Index Study. For competitive rates from a company you can trust, talk to a Texas State Farm agent today. For J.D. Power & Associates award information, visit www.jdpower.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, this is Ron Renicky of the Anaheim Angels. This is the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
In the Texas League, just looking back at those scores, a little TIA bonus update for you, considering the importance of that Texas League Eastern race. Tulsa leading Midland 8-1 after 5. Wichita leads El Paso 3-2 after 5, and Frisco leads Round Rock 6-2 after 6. Here it's Arkansas leading the Missions 6-0 in the 8th inning, with Rudy Gomez leading off and swings and misses Buglovsky's first pitch. Swung on, sliced foul ball right side. Yeah, Bugs, once we get him back, I think he's going to make a big difference in this whole pitching staff.
We were talking about during the break how sharp he looks out there so far.
Yeah, he's gotten it done. Swung on, sliced foul again, out of play.
I think it's good that you have him go one inning at a time because you don't want him to rush back too much. He had been on the DL for a month. He might be a little bit rusty, and of course, you just want him to get back into tip-top form, taking it one step at a time.
Pitch on the way. That's low, a ball.
Although I think even as far back as 2 weeks ago, he said he was looking like he was ready to go. But, of course, the Mariners don't want to take any chances on Buglovsky, but it's nice to see how refreshing it is that he's excited to be out there on the mound again.
The pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Jared Thomas is getting loose in the bullpen and will come on in the 9th, get an inning in, a little work in. One final on the board. Florida beat the White Sox 4-0. Philly and Detroit postponed. 1-2. Ground ball, foul, pass first. Milwaukee leading Seattle 2-1 after 2. Yankees at Arizona not yet underway. Red Sox lead Colorado 1-0 after an inning and a half. Ground ball to second. Gandolfo up, throw to Lindsey for the out.
Well, it's 1-0 Yankees because Bernie Williams led off with a home run, and they're still batting in the first against Casey Fawcett, who was rehabbing with El Paso for a while.
Wow. Avi Rodriguez. He's 2 out of 3 tonight. Yankees have hit their stride. What are they, about 14 games up now? 0-1, foul back.
I think it's 4.5. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, gosh. It's going to be a runaway. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Adding A-Rod makes them almost unbeatable.
He's been on base more than 50, I think 52 straight games. On base.
It's amazing. Here's the 1-1. That's a pop-up on the infield. Shortstop Menchaca there to make the catch for the Second out. And here is Elwood.
Boy, Bogowski has retired 6 of the 7 batters he's faced since coming on in the 6th inning when he replaced Deavy.
Elwood is 2 for 3 with a pair of runs. Takes ball 1. Bugs delivers. That's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mike Elwood.
This year I noticed instead of the road uniforms for Arkansas being Arkansas Cross, it's not Arkansas anymore. It's now Little Rock.
Fouled out of play. And if they build a new stadium, they may have to change that to North Little Rock.
Yes.
Because there's rumors of a new ballpark, but it won't be in Little Rock.
Well, Bill
It'll
Valentine.
be over on the rich side of town, North Little Rock. There's a ball low.
Yeah, Bill Valentine told me that during my interview with him last week when we were up at Ray Winder Field.
Here's the pitch. And that's a ball, dips low. A full count on Elwood.
I mean, the place is great for the fans and for broadcasters, but those old seats can be hard, and of course that infield is so dusty.
Strike 3 called. Caught him looking. Buglaski's first strikeout tonight, and that's his last inning of work tonight on the hill. He puts in 2 strong innings, look good. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-0 Crabs. We're back after this.
Presents Extreme Water Savers. Dave Melman, a man who knows when to come in out of the rain and doesn't.
Hey, you don't have to go to extremes to save water. There's a lot you can do with very little effort, like checking your pipes and fixtures for leaks. It will save you water and money, and it will make a difference without getting extreme. For more tips or to learn about great water-saving rebates, contact SAWS at 704-SAWS. Our water, our future.
Hi, this is Edgar Martinez. You're listening to San Antonio Mission Baseball.
I believe he just got called up, yes, just now from Rancho Cucamonga in the California League. So he is making his debut in AA ball for the Angels with the Traps.
All right, Snyder goes 1/3 with all zeros across his line tonight. And Bilkey is on to pitch. And for the Missions, Menchaca leads off against Bilkey. He's out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Still lives there. Swung on, ground ball to third. Gomez has it. close to the line, turns and throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. And DeLucchi, top of the order. Bilkey, in his 3rd pro year, an undrafted free agent. He's out of Beaver Dam High School in Wisconsin. 24 years old on opening day. Pitch to DeLucchi, in for a call strike. Oh, and 1. Here's the look in, and the pitch. It's low outside, a ball, 1-1. DeLucchi is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and took a call 3rd strike. 0 for his last 20. Checks that one low and inside, a ball, 2-1. Dustin, having his first real slump of the first half, has been a picture of consistency for the Missions since day one. Swings and skies 1 to center. Murphy under it. He'll take care of this one for out number 2. Hit it well, but into the deepest part of the ballpark, in the air. Here's Hunter Brown. Oh boy, what a frustrating first 5 games at this homestand, all in all. 1 win to show for it, and Brown takes a call strike on the inside corner. You take Hunter, last night narrowly missing a game-tying homer in the bottom of the 9th. Hit it right to the pole, and it just turned left. Here's the 0-1. That hit. Brown is hit by a pitch and will make his way to first. Absent from the lineup tonight, speaking of hit by pitches.
Yeah, Speedo.
Espedo is not in there tonight.
He served a 3-game suspension after his run-in with Brian Moon that nearly resulted in both benches almost going after one another. Just got frustrated when Cortez hit him the 3rd time that night in that doubleheader in Little Rock last week.
Here's Shin-Soo. Pitch on the way and a ball outside, ball 1. The suspension period is over, but he's still not in there. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded to 3rd. Diving stop. Gomez. Throw to first. Is in time to get him. And Choo is unhappy with the call. What a play by Gomez. 5-3 from 3rd. Wow.
To his credit.
That guy can pick it, can he?
Yes, he can. To Choo's credit, he almost was tempted to slam his helmet down, and luckily he didn't, because if the first base umpire Stegner saw it, he could have been tossed.
We go to the 9th. 6-0. Arkansas. We're back after this on KKYX.
Allstate understands that most people hate to wait. Nobody ever says, hey, let's go stand in line at the Department of Motor Vehicles. Or, well, we could breeze through the 10 items or less lane, but what's the hurry? Or, who's up for sitting in traffic? With this in mind, Allstate is proud to offer its customers another really fast way to get answers about their home and auto insurance. The Customer Care Center at Allstate.com. Once you're registered, you can quickly check your billing status, make a payment, or report a claim. Of course, you can still call your agent to answer any questions you have. To register for the Customer Care Center, just visit Allstate.com. Because when it comes to getting your insurance questions answered right here, right now, the right hands make all the difference. Visit the Customer Care Center at Allstate.com and register today. Features and functionality may vary. Read our terms of use at Allstate.com. Allstate Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois. You're in good hands with Allstate.
We're on a mission. North Park Mazda is on a mission to become the #1 Mazda dealer in San Antonio. We're out to be #1 in both Mazda sales and Mazda service. Come get the North Park reputation for both quality and value in our complete Mazda lineup. Visit North Park Mazda, 9333 San Pedro, just north of Loop 410, or log on to our website at mpmazda.com. Come experience the Mazda test drive today because we're on a mission.
Hi, this is Mickey Hatcher of the Anaheim Angels. This is Texas League Baseball on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Jared Thomas on to work for San Antonio in the ninth. What do you have on Jared, Stu?
1-1, a 2.03 ERA. This is his eighth appearance on relief.
He's done a terrific job for Dave Brundage in that bullpen. Starts Duncan with a high fastball, ball one. Here's the 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Changeup. 1-1.
Well, 13 of the third inning so far, Roy. He's allowed 11 hits, 3 runs, all earned, and he has walked 10 and has spanned 13.
He's solid. Pitch on the way. Now the boy heated that one up. That's about as quick as Jared's going to be on most nights. A 91 mile per hour fastball right in there. That one had some spicy mustard on it. There's a ball outside.
A good outing for Chris Boglowski tonight. In relief, he went 2 of the third innings, no runs, just 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no walks.
Bugs doing well. He's fine-tuning for his re-entrance into the Missions rotation. Swing and a miss, and down goes Duncan. Boy, Thomas really did a number on Carlos Duncan. That's the 7th strikeout by the Mission staff tonight, and Scott Budner has got to be smiling deep inside about the fact the Missions have not walked a batter tonight. Foul back.
And keep in mind, both starters, Tim Bittner of the Travelers and Phil Deavy, the Missions, are the pitchers of record on what is a 6-0 score. Bittner on the winning side, Deavy on the losing side.
Swing and a miss. Boy, Thomas got both barrels blazing right now. 0-2 the count on Callaspo. And the pitch. See you later. Struck him out. Ball strike 3, and Thomas is in that pitching rocking chair right now, boy. He is gunning. Here's Murphy. Murphy, a right-handed batter, actually a switch hitter, batting right against the lefty Thomas. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back. 0-1. Missions are 3-5 in shutouts this year. There's been only 1 shutout in June. That was back on June 1. There's a strike on the outside corner. That was a 12-0 loss against Midland. As Weiss and Crowell and Oakless combined on a 3-pitcher shutout against the Missions. There's a ball high. The last Missions shutout occurred on the 18th of May against Round Rock, the Rich Dorman Cortez Classic. Pitch swung on, foul back. Missions in the 9th will have Lindsey, Christensen, and Balf to try to break the shutout. 6-0 trailing. Call strike 3, and boy, Thomas finishes off a A very, very effective ninth inning by striking out the side. Thank you very much. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Missions need 6 to tie, 7 to win. We're back after this on KKYX.
Meet the Verizon Yellow Pages. Let us work for you. You can count on us to help grow your business. You'll pay up to 50% less for an ad in the Verizon Yellow Pages than in the other books. If you act now and place one ad, you'll get another free. Soon, the Verizon Yellow Pages, also known as America's Best Yellow Pages, will be on doorsteps in your area. They'll help you reach more customers that are ready to buy, in print or online with superpages.com, the true #1 online Yellow Pages. Put us to work for you. Only the Verizon Yellow Pages can help you get more customers for up to half the price. Plus, you'll get a free ad just for placing one. And soon, you might be calling the Verizon Yellow Pages your best employee. In the book and online, Verizon Yellow Pages and superpages.com. Verizon. Claims based on studies for Verizon Information Services and 2003 Yellow Pages IMA published rates. Some restrictions apply. Contact your Verizon Super Pages representative for full offer details.
I plan to use the word free 6 times in the next 30 seconds. Here goes. Guarantee Bank has just introduced Guarantee Check Free, a free checking account that gives you free online banking and free ATMs anywhere when you have direct deposit. That's free ATMs no matter whose they are. You'll also enjoy our legendary Guarantee Bank customer service. That's free, too. So hurry into Guarantee Bank, where we promise I'm your guarantee. $100 minimum opening balance. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Missions President Burl Yarbrough. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
John Rowenhurst, 2-5, a 3.08 on to work for the Crabs in the bottom of the ninth inning. 26th appearance. That's the most on the club. A 3.23 earned run average. He's a left-hander. And he'll face Lindsey, Christensen, and Bout here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
And he lost to the Mission 7-5 on June 9th. Went 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, but none earned on 4 hits that night.
So Rowenhurst on the pitch. The 4th pitcher used by his skipper tonight, Ty Boykin. That's a call strike on the inside corner. A rare 4-pitcher shutout in the offing. Fly ball to right. Back to the warning track, leaping up, and did he get it? He did not. It's a home run for John Lindsey. Lindsey breaks up the shutout with a long fly ball that got over Gorneault and out of the park to deep right. Well, that's a start. And for Lindsey, his 12th round tripper of the year.
He's clearing that lower wall in right field in front of the scoreboard.
Here is Christensen. Swing and a miss for a strike, 0-1.
Because 1 run isn't going to be enough, but again, the Missions just have to keep getting guys on base. It is a start, though.
And something to carry over to tomorrow. If it doesn't all happen tonight, Christensen takes the strike, and it's 0-2. An opposite field blast by Lindsey, number 12 on the year. The pitch, low inside a ball, 1-2. Ryan Christensen.
Lindsey had 11 home runs all of last year, so he surpassed last year's total.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And down goes Lindsey on strikes.
Christensen. Ryan was off to a quick start, and he's kind of tailed off somewhat.
Balf is 1 out of 3 tonight. Swing and a miss. High, hard one, just swung right through it. So that's Lindsey's 23rd homer career for the Missions. Over 2 seasons. Swung on and fouled it back. And that puts him all-time second behind A.J. Zapp for career Missions homers. Zapp hit all 26 of his, though, in one season. That's a check swing. Did he go? He did. Balf is out on strikes.
Yeah, he couldn't hold up. I mean, he was completely over the plate when he went around.
Here's Guerrero.
Boy, Schneider has not wasted any time at all. He did, or Rowenhurst rather. He came back to strike out the next 2 hitters after that Lindsey home run.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. And it's 0-1 on Guerrero. 6-1. The Missions avoid the shutout. The pitch. And strike 2 is called. 0-2 on Guerrero. Rowenhorst delivers. It's low inside a ball. 1-2. Don't forget, tomorrow night is $1 beer, $1 sodas, $1 hot dogs, $1 pizza at the Wolf. 7:05. The pitch. Inside, missing, ball 2.
And with summer here, those beach towels can come in handy. The first 2,000. Get them on Friday, June 18th, courtesy of Sun Garden and Kent's 5 here at the Wolf.
Here's the 2-2. Checked it outside. And if you need a new roof or thinking about replacing your roof, the folks from Roland's Roofing will be out tomorrow with a display on the main concourse, showing off their wares. 3-2 pitch. Call, strike 3, and it's over. Guerrero is caught looking. Rowenhorst strikes out the side. Missions get a run on Lindsey's homer in the bottom of the 9th to avoid the shutout. Our final score, the Trav 6 and the Missions 1. And we'll be back to total it right after this on KKYX.
Hear that sound? Take a look at your seatbelt and make sure it's fastened. Because this month, Texas will be taking extra steps to enforce seatbelt laws. If you, your front seat passenger, or children under 17 aren't buckled up, get ready to pay up. Because you can be fined from $25 to $200 plus court costs.
Ouch!
Or someone could be injured or killed. So buckle up, because you probably don't want to hear this sound.
May I see your driver's license?
Between May 17th and May 30th, including Memorial Day weekend, Texas is stepping up law enforcement for seatbelt violations. Click it or ticket. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
Kids just can't get enough of that great Chef Boyardee taste. Tender pasta filled with hearty beef that's covered in the chef's famous tomato sauce is the perfect recipe for mealtime fun. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Step up to the plate to find your next home with the Lind Company and the San Antonio Missions. The San Antonio Missions are #1, and so is the Lind Company, the official home of the Texas Champions. The Lind Company manages over 50 properties with rents as low as $264 to $1,250. Why strike out when you can hit a home run with the Lind Company? Visit our interactive website at thelindco.com, spelled L-Y-N-D, or give us a call at 798-RENT. That's 798-7368.
Hello, this is Dave Niehaus, voice of the Seattle Mariners, and this is Texas League Baseball on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, back at the Wolf, we are looking forward already to seeing you out here tomorrow night for the second game of the Arkansas series. Final tonight, the Travs win it 6-1 to keep their faint hopes alive for a first-half championship. Stu will catch everybody up on all the scores on the post-game scoreboard show, which follows next. Arkansas winning tonight. They got 2 in the first on that Jeff Mathis 2-run single off Phil Deavy. Added 2 in the second on a Carlos Duncan 2-run double into the left field corner, and the Missions were never really in it after that, managing only 4 hits off of 4 Little Rock pitchers. Tim Bittner went 6 2/3 innings and got the win, his 6th of the year, and Phil Deavy takes his first Missions loss. Here are the totals for the Travs: 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors, 5 left. Missions: 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors, 6 left. Tim Bittner the win, he's 6 2. Phil Deavy the loss, 0-1. 2:38 the time of the game. 4,233 in attendance here this evening. Missions highlight the solo homer by John Lindsey, number 12 on the year, and number 23 in his career here in San Antonio over a 2-year span. He's second only to A.J. Zapp's 26 homers since the Mariners have been a part of the San Antonio professional baseball scene since the year 2001. Jared Thomas pitched well, and Chris Buglowski was very impressive tonight also for the Missions. So that's our story. For Stu Paul, I'm Roy Ekup, saying thanks for joining us for the play-by-play, but stay tuned. Stu's Texas Insurance Scoreboard Show follows next, right here on 680 KKYX.
San Antonio Missions Baseball has been brought to you by Dr. Pepper, by Church's Chicken, full flavor, full pockets, full life, by Security Service Federal Credit Union, it pays to know us, by Whataburger, just like you like it, by San Antonio Water System, SAWS, our water, our future, by the Texas Department of Agriculture Go Texan program and these great Go Texan partners: Dreyer's Ice Cream, Boulder's Fiesta Spices, Nighthawk Frozen Foods, Go Gaze Rice Milling, and Buddy's Natural Chicken. Good people, great products. By Kielbasa, the best sausage you've ever eaten, guaranteed. By Mrs. Baird, by Nicorette, by Toyota and your Toyota Town dealers, by Land of Frost, great tasting lunch meat, and by SAMissions.com. Now stay tuned. The Texas Insurance Agency Scoreboard Show is coming up next, right here on the home of the Missions, 680 AM, KKYX.
There's a dream that lies in your heart that tells you you're one of a kind. This is your time, just believe. Rise up, be strong. Originality lasts a whole lot long. Nothing's better. Dr. Pepper, the taste of originality. Dr. Pepper, salute individuality. Dr. Pepper, do what you do. Your moment has come. You're not like anyone. Nothing's better. Dr. Pepper, do what you do. Your moment has come. You're not like anyone. Nothing's better. Dr. Pepper.
It's grilling season again, and here in South Texas, it's hard to beat the taste of kielbasa sausage. Since 1949, the kielbasa family has used nothing but the finest meats and freshest spices to bring you the best Polish, all beef, and beef jalapeno sausages. In fact, the kielbasa family stands behind their product with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. The best sausage you've ever eaten for your money back. Kielbasa, give them a try. You'll see why they're the best in the business.
Welcome to the Texas Insurance Agency Scoreboard Show, the official postgame show of the San Antonio Missions Baseball Club. Texas Insurance Agency, with service as big as our name. Now, for a complete wrap-up of today's game, plus a look at all the latest scores, let's go back to the ballpark.
Well, hi, everybody. Stu Paul for the San Antonio Missions post-game scoreboard show, brought to you by the Texas Insurance Agency. Well, Phil Devey didn't quite match up the way he pitched last week, as some real freaky hits by Arkansas did him in early. They got 2 in the first and 2 in the second, and came away with a 6-1 victory over the Missions tonight. Chris Bogloski and Jared Thomas both pitched very well in relief, but Tim Bittner was even better than Devey as he held the Missions to just 3 hits in the game and picked up the win. Here's the line total in the game tonight for the Arkansas Travelers: 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Arkansas left 5 runners on base, and for the San Antonio Missions, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors, and they left 6 on base. The winning pitcher, Tim Bittner, his record is 6-2. The loss will go to Phil Devey. His record falls to 0-1. Time of the game, 2 hours, 38 minutes, 4,233 on hand here at the Wolves. So the Missions fall 13 games under 500, as they are now 27-40 on the year. And the Arkansas Travelers, a team that's fighting for their postseason lives, are at 500 again at 33-33. They were trailing Tulsa by 3 games coming into tonight's action. And we're taking a look now at the Texas League scoreboard. Tulsa is leading Midland 6-1. That's in the top of the 5th inning. So that would mean 1 less game for Arkansas as far as the elimination process goes for them. If Tulsa hangs on and wins, they'll still be 3 games back of the Drillers in the standings in the East. Wichita trying to hang tough as they were 2 games back. They are leading El Paso 3-2. That's in the top of the 6th inning. And Round Rock leading Frisco 2-1 in the top of the 5th from Round Rock. And Frisco a game and a half out. So if they lose tonight, it could be a very costly loss for them. I'll be back with more on the Major League scoreboard, but first this message from the Texas Insurance Agency.
Your business is one of a kind. A one-size-fits-all insurance plan just won't do. Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. has the answer. With a tailored program designed for your business, we're able to combine precise amounts of service, value, and options to give your business exactly the coverage it needs. Call us at 210-366-0671 to find out more about our comprehensive, customizable insurance offerings at competitive prices. Whether you need commercial property, general liability, workers' compensation, or group health and life benefits, Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. put together a tailored program that works for you. Don't settle for insurance that doesn't fit. Get precisely the coverage your business needs. Call today, 210-366-0671. That's 210-366-0671.
Well, we got another update, as a matter of fact. Tulsa now leading Midland 8-1 in the top of the 7th. And Frisco has gone ahead of Round Rock 6-2. So that's in the top of the 7th inning. And Wichita leading El Paso 6-2. And that's in the top of the 9th inning. So everybody in the East having a very good night over the West as well. Checking out the Major League scoreboard. And it's in the top of the 9th inning from Atlanta. And Kansas City has a 7-4 lead over the Atlanta Braves. Florida blanked the White Sox 4-0 down in Miami. Minnesota edged Montreal 5-4. Detroit and Philadelphia postponed because of rain. At PNC Park in Pittsburgh, it was the Pirates over the Angels 5-3. Cincinnati 7, Texas 4 from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Cleveland clobbering the New York Mets 9-1 at Shea Stadium in New York tonight. Milwaukee leads Seattle 2-1. Brewers batting in the bottom of the 7th from Miller Park. St. Louis defeated Oakland 6-2 at St. Louis. Top of the 6th from Coors Field in Denver. Colorado leads Boston 4-3. Yankees with a 5-0 lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks with the D-backs batting in the bottom half of the 2nd from Phoenix. San Diego and Tampa Bay tied at 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. Baltimore 0, and Los Angeles nothing. That game is being played at Dodger Stadium, and that's in the top of the third. And San Francisco leads Toronto 4-1 in the top of the third from SBC Park in San Francisco. The only National League game, it was the Cubs beating the Houston Astros again by a score of 4-1. I'll be back with a final word on what's ahead for the Missions as the TIA Scoreboard Show will continue right after this.
Your business is one of a kind. A one-size-fits-all insurance plan just won't do. Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. has the answer. With a tailored program designed for your business, we're able to combine precise amounts of service, value, and options to give your business exactly the coverage it needs. Call us at 210-366-0671 to find out more about our comprehensive, customizable insurance offerings at competitive prices. Whether you need commercial property, general liability, workers' compensation, or group health and life benefits, Texas Insurance Agency, Inc. put together a tailored program that works for you. Don't settle for insurance that doesn't fit. Get precisely the coverage your business needs. Call today, 210-366-0671. That's 210-366-0671.
Stu Paul back here at the Wolf in San Antonio, where tonight's final score was Arkansas 6 and San Antonio 1. So we'll do it again tomorrow for the second game of this four-game set between the Missions and the Arkansas Travelers. It'll be dollar night tomorrow at the ballpark. Dollar hot dogs, dollar pizza, dollar soft drinks, and dollar beer will be sold. So plan on coming out if you don't have any plans. The number to call for tickets, 675-7275. That's 675-PARK, P-A-R-K. And if you can't make it to the game, you'll hear it right here on the home of the Missions, AM 680 KKYX. Even you can bring your radio to the ballpark if you like and have Roy and yours truly to be with you, even though we're not actually sitting next to you, but we'll still be with you as well. Or, again, if you can't make it, tune in on the radio or on the World Wide Web, wherever you might be outside the KKYX listening area at www.samissions.com. The Armadillo Homes on Deck show will take place tomorrow at 6:45, and we'll have the first pitch at 7:05 p.m. from Wolf Stadium. It'll be T.A. Fulmer pitching for the Missions, the right-hander who pitched at the Citadel, 0-2 with an 8.8 ERA, although he did pitch well his last time up. He'll be opposed by a right-hander for a change. Missions had seen 5 straight games against Arkansas with left-handed starters. Irvin Santana, a right-hander, 2-0, will pitch for Arkansas, and he has the 3.23 ERA. Steve Brashear is our producer and coordinator back in the studios of AM 680 KKYX. Thanks, Steve, for another outstanding job tonight, and the same to my colleague Roy Acuff here in the booth. And thank you, the fans, for tuning in and sharing your Wednesday evening with us. So until tomorrow night at 7:05, when the Missions and the Arkansas Travelers meet for the second game of this 4-game set here at the Wolf in San Antonio, speaking for Roy and Steve, this is Stu Paul saying good night from Wolf Stadium here in San Antonio. Once again, the final score, it was the Arkansas Travelers 6 and the San Antonio Missions 1. Keep it right here for all your favorite classic country tunes on the home of the legends of classic country music, AM 680 KKYX. You make it a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow from the ballpark.